Hello and welcome to my channel Health and Wellness with Emma Mentel. It's the Saturday of Easter weekend. I hope you're finding some time to rest and restore and regroup. But I thought I would just check in here to share some of my thoughts around what this period signifies and some of the themes that I feel one can consider as part of your health and healing journey. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and please let me know in your comments if this was helpful, if it resonates for you, and where perhaps you feel you can start to apply some of this of which I share. As you know, with my approach to health and well-being and wellness, I don't separate what we eat and what we drink and how we sleep from what we think and what we feel. So it's not all this very physicality of paying attention to what you eat, etc. It's also the metaphysical and the factors around us that inform some of our challenges, inform some of the themes that are around. And not only to challenge us, but also to give us this window of opportunity, to give us this opportunity for transformation, for breakthrough. And I think it's very interesting what has been going on around us. I don't know about you, but I have felt that the planets and the solar flares and the eclipse and whatever else is coming, it's certainly is not finished yet. There's still a few weeks of several themes playing out in the metaphysical realm. And this is not there to limit us or to restrict us, but perhaps a doorway as part of your health and healing journey where you can review and where you can decide which steps you would like to take to become an active and empowered participant for your particular health journey and your vision for your health here and yourself. So let's look at some of the things that I'm talking about here. Depending on your religious or spiritual beliefs, Easter is very much a time of death and rebirth. So just from what Easter represents, we can already see that there's a theme of dying of the old, dying off of the old, letting go of the old, and then rebirthing. Now, we don't have to look at this only as something outside of us or just as a story that has been told or something that is celebrated around the world every year. We can also look at our inner journey and how we want to apply this for ourselves. If there is something you would like to rebirth, if this is something you would like to reclaim from a health perspective, what is it that you want to let go of? What doesn't serve you anymore? Are there any habits that you have been clinging on to that's actually affecting your health negatively? Are there any new habits you would like to start with that will give your body and every cell in your body an opportunity to renew and to rebirth? We know that cellular turnover happens all the time, constantly. So just from this Easter theme point of view, you know, thinking about dying on the cross and then being resurrected, we can apply this in the context of health and transformation as well. Then I listened to a few clips and talks about the planetary stuff, and I just think it's still so significant. It's still so valid as far as this whole theme goes of transformation, of death and rebirth. So it feels like everything is so aligned at the moment and really nudging us maybe more than a nudge, maybe really, you know, standing behind us and pushing us and saying, like, where are you going to let go of that which is stifling you, restricting you, keeping you in that place where you feel unwell, or keeping you in that place where you feel that your health is compromised and that you are not standing in your power, where you are making choices, or the right choices that will help your body to heal and restore. So the planets that were mentioned, and I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to go too much into the detail, but I just thought it's so interesting how this all aligns at the moment over this Easter period. We've got the planet of Pluto, where this last eclipse has formed a trine, as they call it in astrology, and it is very much about death and rebirth. So we can look at this as, how do we put down, set down, put in the fire, let it burn away these factors, these habits that have been making us feel dead or like we are dying. And we don't have to do everything all at once. But for example, and I'll just use a very small example, if you are typically not drinking enough water, if you are typically not sleeping enough, if you are regularly over-consuming sugar, having too much gluten or bread, eating ultra-processed food, not spending time outside to get fresh air and to breathe properly, not moving often enough, not prioritizing yourself on so many levels, this will have a big impact on your vitality, on your life force, on how well you're feeling. So are you ready to let those parts who are hanging on to these habits that are actually very damaging for you, are you ready to let go of that and let this new self be born, stand up, you know, be revived, be revitalized? Are you ready to let go of and release those addictive habits, like scrolling, like giving your power away, like eating things that are making you feel dreadful, but you just haven't prioritized your own well-being? Are you ready to reclaim your power? So one of the other planets, which is Aries, is about the self. And so here we can see that everything is really aligned at the moment for you to look at you. Myself, my power, my boundaries, how I prioritize my own well-being. Not so overly concerned with others and others' opinions of me, and, you know, am I eating the cake because others are telling me to? Am I listening too much to others' opinions of me? You know, my own power. And I find this very much with fasting. I feel like it's every time a matter of taking my own power back, not as a restriction, not as a limitation, but really prioritizing my own personal healing journey, falling in love with my body, not as an arrogant or an egotistical thing, but saying my body really matters to me. This vehicle that transports me every day and that carries me is hugely important to me. So I want to look after her or him. And then going into the Mercury in retrograde, which I think is from the 1st, but we're very much already in that energy where it feels a little bit like things go backward. It's a time to review, time to go over, and maybe you can use this opportunity to review those habits that have been keeping you stuck. Review the habits, lifestyle habits, food choices habits, even how you spend your time and your energy that haven't been helping you to heal? How can you review the habits that have been keeping you unwell? Are you ready to say, out with the old and in with the new? Health is the real wealth these days. If you can look after your well-being, if you can prioritize your life force, your vitality, your health on every level, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, then you will feel that you're not constantly trying to undo something or medicate something that feels uncomfortable. When you're looking after your health and vitality, you're already in a place where it's going to take less effort to get up in the morning. It's going to take less effort to keep moving. It's going to take less effort to feel motivated and to feel inspired and to actually feel like life is there to be enjoyed. Regardless of what your health concerns are, there's always at least one or two things that you can change. So my invitation to you for this Easter weekend is, can you find one or two things that you are ready to let go of from a health point of view? Are there one or two habits that you have been holding on to for too long that are keeping you stuck in an unhealthy state, that are robbing you of your energy? What are the one or two things that you are ready to change from a health point of view? I think when we remain curious and when we think of this as an opportunity to review and to restore and to reset, it does not have to be a 3-day fast that you start with. It can just be one or two small habits that you change. So I hope that this inspired you. I hope you find this helpful. And I hope that you really enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend, if you celebrate it and wherever you might be. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to spending more time with you soon.